All right. Good night, everybody. It's past midnight here in good old West Virginia, and we've got an interesting, challenging, possibly rewarding piece of obsidian from Utah. It's got stripes in it. They're not going to show very good because the grain, the way this piece is broke, it's just going to be short stripes across it. But I guess that could be interesting. We're going to start out with stone tools and see, how it goes. And I don't know what we're going to get. We've got some challenges. We've got a crack there. We've got a big, square surface. We've got an overhang. So we'll just start at the beginning, I guess. Let's see if I got a little more. This is a little more grainier. I usually just like to get in there and chip away stuff that I know isn't going to be useful or actually in the point. Well, look at that nice blade. Right there. Now this is actually maybe a bit of a preform I can get some of this with. I want to get this, there's a crack right there, so I want to get all this crack stuff out of the way. Now that gave me a little bit of a preform or platform to take some of this Now you see my point might end up actually being a cross section through here. So I can get that, that might yield me my best point. See, I got most of that hump gone. I got this danger area. Now you see it's a little, there's a wee little bit of where it's scooped out that give me a cone. Maybe I can shoot some of this off. No, still a crack there, so I got to get rid of that. And I'm working obsidian. And I already got blood on my legs. I'm working obsidian with the small rock because it's a lot easier on my on the joints of your body. I've been impatiently watching for Mr. Crafty to put out a video. Maybe he decided to take a vacation. Can't blame him. He's a busy, popular guy. I do like to watch his videos, though. Flint Ridge is next weekend, and I'm going to be there. And I'm probably going to be napping some. So if you go to Flint Ridge and you want to stop over and say hi, that would be awesome. Now, I broke that off, so I got a good solid ridge there. We're going to try. We need to... I just ruined it. I took too much. I think I just ruined it for the antler. Oh no. There we go. See? I thought I ruined it for the antler. But that's what we got. Wee little blade if you were making stuff. But if you see me at Flint Ridge, say hi. Hi. Say hi, Jimmy. And you might make it on the show if you want. I generally walk around and shoot videos and put a, This Week at Flint Ridge on my channel. Where are my other hammer stones? I need a little bit bigger. Well, I seem to have misplaced a lot of my hammer stones. So we're going to use a piece of grinding wheel. Just like a piece of sandstone. I'm going to go barehanded. I was keeping that glove on to help with visibility, but no, I'm not trying to go too far. I'm just trying to dome this over, because if I go too far, it'll turn into a step. I'm sitting in a chair, not moving, and somehow I move. Let's go back to our little friend. Oh yeah, he works nice. See, this is all nasty. I've got to get that out or it'll open up a seam. See, we're getting one side pretty good. We've still got this to deal with. I'm hitting them at an angle. You can see how they're going. So I'm taking more of a climbing approach than a straight in approach. And then whenever it locks up on me, I just turn it over. And force a platform. See, I hit it there, I thinned it down, and then I forced a platform right there that I should be able to get several flakes from. See? And then when I get a bulb on this side, it won't flake again. A little bit more than I wanted to do, but you see. And now we've got our real piece. We're getting there. And with these small stones, I'm mostly just using my wrist. It's not hurting my shoulder at all. Now it's a little bit of a turtleback, and you could get that just by, working this side down. But I want to try and keep that width, so I don't want to work this down too much. But I want to get some good flake scars too. Where are we at? Oops. Now see, I drove a good one there. Paper thin, over halfway. So we got a little bit of funny business right there. We got to figure out a better way to deal with that. See, I don't know how obsidian can be that tough. It does not want to. There we go. We got rid of that tough spot. Now we can go back to our regularly produced. one hump to get rid of. There we got it. And now squirrel season's coming up, and that's what I'm making small points for. You know, I'm gonna set them in short wooden sticks so I can just make a couple arrows, and then I can make points, mounted in 4 shafts, and shoot. And if it breaks, I could just do a quick change out of the 4 shaft mounted point, and I'm back in business. I don't have to make a dozen arrows, because I don't my hunting style is I hunt close. I don't shoot up into a tree. I wait until the squirrel or whatever has a backstop, so I won't lose my arrow. That was a lesson I learned a long time ago. Don't shoot at a squirrel or a bird in a tree. Just my advice. Because if you miss, a couple things can happen. You can get your arrow back. Maybe you miss and it falls to a place where you can see. Maybe it flies 100 yards away. And you've got bright yellow or fletchings or whatnot. And you can find it. I personally, I watch the hunting videos on the YouTube. The guys that bow hunt, they use bright fletches, and this is with compound bows that shoot really fast. They use bright fletching or bright glowing lighted nocks, and then they say, wow, the animal jumped the string. They heard the bow. Maybe they did hear the bow, but maybe if you're a game animal that's used to everything trying to eat you, you hear that noise and you see that bright fletch. You don't even have to consciously see it to think that you need to move out of the way. That's my theory of somebody shooting a compound bow going 300 feet per second and thinking that the animal jumped the string. This is kind of stacky right here. There, we got some of it. It's not being very nice. This is my favorite. I was going to put this on a stick and make it into an indirect because it is perfect. See how much room we got. See, we got a lot of room yet. We got length and width, a lot. So, no need to start panicking at this time. There. Never panic. Now what I made is one little spot right there. And I'm hoping it'll come down and it'll take all this off. Bingo. And look, I'm getting a good pattern. This one might turn out to be a keeper for something else. Now here's a good platform. And hopefully we can get a good flake right there. Now I supported that. I didn't pinch it hard, but I supported it. And it came up, wrapped over and down. Where are we at? 30 minutes. Try one more. Let's do a little. Okay, I made two. One right there and one right there. So if this one doesn't get it, that one can. Same thing. It came out, grabbed that ridge, went 3/4 of the way across. Now I got that one, but I don't need to take it because I'm thin enough and I'm good on that side. I got to start looking at the other side. And I've got one right there. And I shot it in an angle and it met up over here. So it looks like one flake, but it's not. Now that was just a little isolation to give me this point right here. And we're going to skip it. I hit it 3 times. It didn't go. A little pressure. Put the pressure on. See, sometimes when them points don't go with percussion, they'll fly right off with pressure, and it doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, here we go. We look like a real one. Nice on one side, some steps. We got to get this bad spot right here. And I really don't know the best way to attack that other than just to try. Oh, it's just getting worse. It's almost bad enough. Let me see. Yeah, it won't do it with the antler. And see, I can't shoot from here because it's low there, so I still got a lot of thickness. We'll just leave that for now. That's another thing I could tell you. If you're not napping for money, which I don't nap for money, you don't have to worry so much about, you know, those little steps or whatever, because in the grand scheme of things, they really don't matter. And, you know, when you get a straight edge and it's sharp, yeah, they don't look so great, but you're shooting at one time at something, especially if it's obsidian. I'm trying to figure out how to shoot over. But I almost feel like it'll just mess. See, this is thick. Let me see if I can. All right. That's it for tonight. And, you know, sometimes when you obsess over them steps, that's what happens. I should have just let that go and worked everything, and then it would have come to me how to deal with that. But, all right, everybody. 2-for-1 sale. Catch you tomorrow.